All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from the Lodge. My name's Will DeFreeze. To my right, David Ruff.
Thanks for that, Will. Did you guys see this Goodfellas remake poster with our faces?
I did.
Shouts to our boy Ricky.
What do we think about this? Like, did he get it right? Not from like what images he used, but just like the characters.
I think so.
It's been too long since I've seen Goodfellas, and I cannot weigh in on this, unfortunately.
Oh, do we match the characters portrayed in that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was told in the comments that I was not De Niro for whoever made this.
Dude, I don't put off snitch vibes.
Here's the deal. I want to be De Niro, but I understand that I am probably Pesci.
Yeah, you're Pesci. Little shithead.
It's one of those things like
wild
where,
card.
It's when all your buddies got together and like probably, I don't know, 10 years ago when you guys all talked about which Entourage guy you were, and like you never wanted to. No one wanted to give someone like the Vince label at the time because that was too dope. Except when Dylan was on the Oh Yeah pod with J.R. Hickey. You claimed Vince.
I did.
Which is just a ridiculous thing to do. You have to let someone else give you Vince.
No,
Dylan.
I even told JR that. I was like, look, I feel like a total dickhead saying this, but I said Vince. And he goes, you're the first person to ever say Vince.
Yeah, you 100%.
I was like, well.
Man, that is unbelievable.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to sound cocky. It's the only one that made sense to me.
Yeah, you weren't trying to.
But I ended up sounding pretty cocky. I understand. Like, I was self-aware in saying Vince.
Oh, yeah, you definitely were.
But, like, I'm not Turtle.
Wow, dude. Credit for your self-awareness.
I'm not Drama.
Drama might be
I can see you being low-key Drama.
You're significantly older than everyone in here.
Unfortunately, I am E.
You're E.
Not happy about that, but that's who I am.
You could tell me I'm Turtle, and I would not be happy about it, but I would understand. Like
Vince, you have Drama attributes, but your demeanor from Drama could not be further from him. But like you still have Drama attributes. Like I can see you being in the kitchen wanting to cook what you want to cook, and like he's into working out. I could see how you could fit the Drama mold.
Like Vince,
but you're not Drama.
Despite being like the movie star guy, is not a dynamic personality by any means. he's kind of boring in the movie or in the show. Well, the movie too, I guess.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
We get it, dude. You're hot.
That's not what I meant.
So you're Ray Liotta.
Sure.
We just need to do Goodfellas. I apologize for the confusion yesterday when we hadn't named a movie for the stream room tomorrow. When we posted a Goodfellas thing, I understand how that threw some people off. That was just kind of a timing thing. Truthfully,
Honestly, it threw me off.
When I posted the Goodfellas Photoshop, I thought to myself, we should probably come up with a movie this week. But at no point did I think that those were conflicting interests. So apologies there. But tomorrow's episode in the stream room will be Clueless, which is on Netflix.
As if.
That's good. That's really good.
As if.
Dude,
yes.
You're crushing that.
Dude, thank you.
I don't want to watch this movie. Can I just put that out there?
Dylan just ruined the movie for everybody.
You picked it.
I know, but I watched it like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, did you?
I'm gonna rewatch it.
I did the same thing with Rounders.
I was phone watching it.
With Rounders, I'd watched it less than a month ago, but I just rewatched it. Didn't mind. Actually, I think I enjoyed it more the second time around. If you want to check out the stream room, go to patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. We've got some other major programming notes. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
First and foremost, Washed Media has launched a new entertainment podcast starring two familiar faces that y'all know, J.R. Hickey and the real Cat Pat. It's called So Many Screens. Go mash that subscribe button. If you want to, go do it very easily in the description of this episode. If you're on Apple Podcasts or whatever else, you can just go click it, and we have a link directly to the Apple Podcast thing in this episode, and you can just click that. Go subscribe. Leave them a review. They're doing a little giveaway for reviews. I don't think they've announced that yet, but if you leave an early review, make sure to leave your @
What are they giving away?
It might have to do with the Washed Media. So just leave your @ in your review and make sure you do that. Watch it pile up on the charts.
Is Dave going to send a personal video to somebody?
I've not agreed to that.
It's a Dave cameo one
if
day.
If it's just one, I might.
Once a day, every day of the month.
We're not agreeing to that.
Mm-hmm.
No,
it's the Dave alarm clock.
Huge. That'll be big time.
They put up a preview episode, but they've got 2 new episodes dropping tomorrow. Go check it out. So Many Screens. You can also follow it at So Many Screens. If you are not familiar, just go check out our feed. We spammed everybody last night with every announcement that we could.
It's actually just me calling you and singing the Entourage theme song, like from start to finish.
Well,
oh yeah.
Weren't you kind of pissed because like there's an unnamed sports podcast that was going to be called So Many Screens? That was just like
Yeah, you know, that was tough.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we got
so
some
many
really,
screens, like the West Coast offense. What are you talking about here?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
hella screens.
just check so many checkdowns.
Oh man.
Yeah, we've got some names in the hopper for that though.
All of which are fire.
They're great.
Yep.
Yeah, like when we finally reveal it, it's going to be a big day. But a lot of hype around this one too.
Yeah.
So many screens.
Not too many, dude.
Sorry.
There's never too many.
Are we gonna have them on
So
the
many
live?
screens.
At least know the name of the podcast.
We should have them
Dylan.
on the live stream. Live scream.
Oh, that's okay. Spooky season live
Hello.
stream is
The
happening.
live screen.
The spooky season live stream has to happen.
And this is the new voice for spooky season.
I don't know if I
That's
like the
not
new
I don't
spooky.
either.
Dude, the live screen.
the live scream.
That's huge.
This is much better.
Should we do a spooky movie?
Yeah, we're gonna do that, Dylan.
Okay.
We talked
Yeah,
about
the
this like a
Scream
week
Room is
ago.
definitely happening, which I'm actually going to be dreading come October because I don't watch scary movies. So
The Scream Room.
Scream Room, yeah, yeah, Scream Room,
That's tight.
very impressive stuff.
I used to call Dave's dorm that when he was a freshman.
Jeez, I could go a number of ways.
Yeah. It was dark.
I was always murdering people in my dorm
Something was
room.
getting murdered in there.
Come on, man.
Also, go follow Circling Back Pod across all social media, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. Circling Back Pod is where you need to be following. Leave a review and 5-star rating for us. Dude, we've had some absolute like little whiny kids in the reviews lately, just complaining that we suggested people wear masks.
Well, maybe you should just mind your own beeswax, bro.
Dude, they can't like leave a review for the government mandating them, so they have to go to their favorite small to mid-sized podcast and leave reviews.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that those are the same people who were, I don't know, maybe upset that McConaughey's saying wear a mask, or Nolan Ryan. Hello, the Ryan Express, anyone?
Look, if Nolan's saying it, you have to
If
do
Nolan's
it.
saying it, then, and you got a problem with it, that ain't on me, man.
He'll put you in a headlock and just throw about 6 uppercuts right into your face.
Yeah, you talk about a guy. That's got to be your all-time favorite sports moment. You know why? Because you have a guy who's significantly older than the people he's playing with, and he just beats the piss out of some young buck.
Robin Ventura. I love that.
He knew immediately.
Oh man.
He's like, I've made a mistake.
What year did that happen?
Late 90s?
92? Oh, it was early.
Oh, was it?
No, it had to be early.
Yeah, no one.
Just from the video footage alone.
Yeah, it was probably 91 or 92.
I've hated Robin Ventura to this day.
Yeah, it's very unfair. It's not unfair, but it's like one moment in time.
August 4th, 1993.
93. Dude, in the heat, the Texas heat, you
Oh,
charge
man.
the fucking Ryan Express. Dude, get out of here.
You don't charge Nolan Ryan, dog.
What an idiot.
No one ever did that after that. I don't think.
Anybody
anyway.
ever? Do you ever charge a mound?
No, hell no, dude. And no, you get like high school or even like before that, you get in lots of trouble for that shit.
I could see myself wanting to do it just to like get suspended and like just take some time off from actually playing.
Dylan, if you try to tell me to wear a mask again, I'm going to charge you.
Charge me then,
I'm gonna
bitch.
charge your mound.
I'll put you in a headlock, dog.
Good.
All right.
I'll get out of it. Put you in a
doubt
rear
it,
naked
man.
choke.
Okay.
That sounds kind of hot.
Emphasis on the
Yeah.
naked,
Yeah, I'll be naked.
right?
My rear will be naked. That's
Now
the
we're
only part of the rear naked choke that's actually naked.
Now
People
we're
forget
talking.
that.
Okay.
Good card this weekend, by the way. Combat
This
Sports
upcoming
Minute?
weekend. This upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I was kind of like craving a
dude.
fight on Saturday
We got
night.
Cuban Jesus fighting.
Oh yes. Let's
Jorge
go.
Masvidal.
Oh, the
Game bread.
the knee guy.
The knee guy is.
Oh yeah.
How do you
He's
spell
a
his last
badass.
name?
Masvidal.
Sick.
He's a badass. I wouldn't.
Maybe an
mess with
accent
him.
over one of the A's. Don't know. I think it's Masvidal. I don't know. I'm not Cuban.
Dude, it's hard to say. I don't know what Vidal means, but people want more of it.
Mas.
Mm-hmm.
Living Masvidal. That's
This is-
stupid. But we should do something. That's gonna be a fun fight.
Something will happen.
Get together virtually,
Yeah.
hang out.
Ooh, projector screen in someone's backyard. We do backyard gallery.
It's Texas in July. That's the
I
only
know.
problem.
We can be shirtless.
Ooh,
Okay.
rear naked.
That ends with us fighting.
Let's pop tops and bottoms.
Good call.
You don't see that.
Just a MeUndies party.
Just a nude watch fest in someone's backyard. It'd be weird, but we could pull it off maybe.
Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't go over well with your HOA.
Yeah.
Do you have an HOA?
Yes, but I don't. Since I'm leasing, I don't pay for it.
I think you should pay for it.
It's just included in the lease.
I think you should.
Well, I
Did you see our friends in the news got an above-ground pool?
No.
Did.
And honestly, I want to go swim in it.
Dude. Whole
Well,
squad
swim
in
in
the
that pool.
above-ground pool shit.
Damn.
I don't think I've ever swam in an above-ground pool.
Must be
See,
nice, dude.
Yeah, we
You're
get
privileged.
it, dude. Yeah, that is quite the privilege.
Well, I will
there.
say, Northern Michigan doesn't have the same pool scene that Texas has.
It's not a necessity in Northern Michigan.
Yeah.
Here, it's like you could argue. It's like, dude, I need a pool.
Well, you also have to think about, like, when you're in a pool. I mean, like, having a pool in your backyard in Texas, you can pretty much leave it there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
In Michigan, you kind of have to do something with it once it starts snowing.
Have you ever played hockey on an above ground pool?
No, never done that either.
That's how they should do the Winter Classic.
They should.
They should just come over to the news backyard and freeze it. I feel like the capacity and the licensing wouldn't be there.
You could put people like upstairs or something, like on the roof, and
yeah,
it'd be fine. Hey, we have something very important to talk about.
What is it?
We have a new sponsor.
New sponsor alert. New sponsor. I've tried this new sponsor.
We all have. They sent me so much, and I was so happy about it because if there's one thing that I could use a little bit more of, it's sleep. We're talking about Som Sleep, baby. SOM. That's how you spell it.
Som Sleep.
Dude, get some sleep.
Dude, it's sleep aid in a can.
Exactly. That's literally what it is, Dylan.
Yeah.
It's a sleep aid in a can.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's in this that makes it so dope? Because I've been using it too.
It's proprietary, and we're not going to reveal that on here.
Actually, if you look at the talking.
Yeah, I can reveal it. Ingredients are naturally found in your body, such as magnesium and melatonin. They've got two different. They've got two different cans of these. They got the original and the zero sugar options.
You know what? The zero sugar option is so good. It is. You can't really. I can't taste much of a difference between that and the sugar.
Even
option.
the original only has 40 calories per can.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about that. You're burning more than that while you're sleeping, dog.
No, I've been going back and forth on both, and so I generally this is true. When we have I'm playing Call of Duty late at night, and playing with my squad, KJ and Zach, Sizzle Squad, what's up? And they'll hear me crack something, like they'll crack like the can, and they're like, "Dude, you cracking a beer at like 11:45 on a Tuesday?"
It's like,
no, bro, I'm somming.
It's Som time, baby.
It's Som. You know, I'm going to bed probably the next 20, 30 minutes. It hits me at the perfect time.
Yep.
Just fucking cracking them.
Love it.
Just
Love that.
doing it.
Like, this dude's about to get some toning in his system.
Oh, yeah. You have to. These are non-GMO, vegan, and dairy-free. Also, gluten allergen-free, sorry, with no artificial colors or flavors. Like, can it get any better?
Like, even if it tasted like just piss water, I would still drink it because it really does work.
But it doesn't.
But it
taste
happens
like
to
piss
taste
water.
good.
It's berry flavored.
What's the
it tastes
opposite
amazing.
of piss water?
Yeah.
Som.
Yeah.
Berry flavored.
This will help you fall asleep in as little as 30 minutes. It's drug-free, which means it's also non-habit forming, which is huge when it comes to any sleep aids.
Yeah.
And you can wake up feeling refreshed. You guys want to know how people can get a deal on this?
Tell us.
Right now, Som Sleep is offering our listeners 15% off their order. Head to getsom.com. That's GETSOM. No E. It's not get some. It's get som. Use code CIRCLING for 15% off at checkout.
Man, I'm about to Som.
It's too early.
Som King.
I'm just saying, like, I'm going to order some more because I'm running low.
I was going to say, we need you to be alert during this podcast.
Yeah, please be present for this, David. Should we talk about this weekend in fun? Big weekend. Big holiday weekend for the squad. I mean, kind of. It was probably one of the most uneventful 4th of Julys I've ever had in my entire life.
Pretty tame as far as 4th of July standards go, for sure.
Well, what'd you do, Dylan?
I had parks for Friday and then Sunday. So I didn't have them for the 4th. The 4th.
Wow, it was truly Independence Day for you.
It was. I did hang out with.
You're home alone?
Yeah. Well, I hung out with Klein a little bit. Klein brought his new squeeze over, and we went for a hike. We went down to the Barton Creek Greenbelt, and we went swimming at Sculpture Falls.
Huge.
I posted about it at D Shivery. Hit it, Will.
Well, I saw that post. That was a trash post.
Yeah, it was a shit post.
I thought it was pretty good, man.
Like, man, you had one opportunity.
Yeah,
here.
we went for a little hike, and it was fantastic. We went for a little swim. I came back home. I took 2 naps on Saturday.
I noticed in your video you didn't post like a shirt off pic. Is it because you are refusing to realize gains still? You just didn't want people to like actually see it and like how it's going to play out for you.
I didn't want to be accused of more thirst trapping, which is totally unfair. You know, I can't pop top without people saying I'm trying to thirst trap. It's not fair.
Okay, Vince.
Yeah, it's not fair that you refuse to achieve gains. Honestly,
okay. That's not true either.
Your brain is suffering.
I took 2 naps that day.
2 naps.
2 naps.
No one's doing 2 naps on a holiday.
And I started watching a new show.
Oh no.
000.
Oh. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start.
Why did we just?
I still don't know why it's called that, but it is entertaining so far.
How many episodes in are you?
I have watched 4.
Dylan, just wait.
Why is it called 000?
Just wait. There's no. I honestly I don't know. Someone's gonna tell me like, oh, maybe
it's probably a really simple explanation.
Why it's Goodfellas called? They're not Goodfellas and Goodfellas. They're doing bad things.
Maybe it's a zero-sum game for everyone. Because there's 3. There's 3 main parties involved.
So you're saying it's about to pick up?
I mean, yeah. Okay. I liked it start to finish. I mean, look, it's not like I don't think it's a great show, but I think it's like a really good show.
Okay. All right.
It's not like you're not going to be like, dude, this might be one of the best shows. It's not, but it is worth your time. It's like how I feel when I watch Sicario.
The main dude who's the bad hombre. His facial
Mexican
expression.
Army?
Manuel, I think.
Yeah.
His facial expression never changes.
Dude, that dude crushes that role.
Yeah, he does.
He's just wait.
So that was my Saturday. Sunday, Parks and I went down to San Marcos, and we went swimming.
Okay.
That's where my sister lives.
Making it easy for him.
That's where my sister lives. And we got a little swim off. Dude, the homie is life jacket
Maybe just
free.
say they live in Wimberley or something.
He has life jacket.
Make something up, dude.
No floaties, no life jacket. He's stripped swimming now.
Is he jumping
I'm
in?
so proud. He's jumping in.
What method did he use? Did he take after his father and have like a flying squirrel that he says is good but doesn't actually do?
You know what he started doing? Well, he loves a cannonball, of course. It's a total little kid move. But he's doing this thing where he just like takes one giant step off. He's doing comedy is what he's doing at 5.
Mm-hmm.
He's just stepping off into the water like
hilarious.
It's funny. You know, for a 5-year-old, it's advanced stuff. Dude, no floaties, man.
Wait, so what's the comedy? What he's doing?
He's acting like he's taking a step that and he just keeps going, like the step's not there, like he doesn't land it.
So he's been watching like some old like Warner Brothers cartoons.
That's exactly what it is. It's a cartoon.
The Coyote.
Like you're stepping off. Yeah, you're
stepping
off a cliff.
And he looks at the camera.
You turn around and he floats in midair for 5 seconds, and then they fall down. Yeah.
Anyway. And you walk over and help him out of the pool. I'm sorry. I was gonna say something. I was like, "Oh, it's dark." I was gonna be like, "Oh," then you walk over with an anvil, and I was like, "Yeah, he's not. You're not doing that. I'm sorry."
And that was my weekend in fun.
That is truly
Top
fun.
that, bitch. You bet you can't.
How about this? Got some beef ribs, grilled them on the grill, on the Traeger, smoked them at about 250, about 3.5 hours or so. Can't really remember. It was just kind of more going on feel, not really timing it, just sensing it.
Here we go.
It's great.
Dude, you're a natural.
Yeah, I did. So I got bonus ribs. I didn't realize that what I bought was 2 racks. I popped it open and just 2 racks fell out. And I was like, cha-ching.
So you just had extra ribs lying around?
Well,
did you check with Marilyn Manson and see if they were his at all?
They weren't Manson ribs.
I'm not doing that.
That was a rumor. I don't think that was actually true.
Okay.
I would not eat a Marilyn Manson rib.
So you just got hella ribs at the crib now?
Well, no, we ate them all. We went over to the Dudleys, and we had a little backyard fun with the dogs, and I brought the ribs. So it was us and the Duds. Barrett Dudley, not Dudley. Dudley's a good name, though. Of Club Cool. Check out Club Cool, another Wash Media podcast. Subscribe, leave a review, 5 stars. Yeah, we just went over there and watched the dogs, and then the fireworks started going off, and Randy started freaking shit, even though he was on Dog Xanax.
Dude, you know what? Stella took it like a champ.
So Randy was great when he was a puppy.
Oh, really?
And he got one day, like one New Year's Eve, we went out in the backyard. And my neighborhood, South Austin, has a thing with fireworks. South Austin is firework happy.
Well, we were theorizing last night in my family thing that like just the complete lack of public fireworks this year definitely made people do the at-home ones even harder.
For sure. And I will say this year didn't feel as bad, meaning like they weren't going on throughout the night. It seemed like around 12:30 they were stopped. So that was cool. But Randy, we got him a prescription from the vet, and it was like whatever the dog relaxer is. I just call it dog Xanax. And you know what? It chilled him out, but he could still hear it, and he was still aware. But instead of like being, having the zoomies and shaking, he just kind of laid there, like kind of just looking at the front door, like, oh, what's going on out there?
Yeah.
So
Poor Randy.
Also, speaking of backyard pools, the people who live behind me, we share a fence. They have a pool, and they were having a wicked pool party. Wickedly fun and patriotic pool party. And I was just sitting in my backyard in a chair while these ribs were smoking, just listening to them, like listening to like More Than a Feeling and just like classic oldies and just doing gainers and
Playing
stuff.
the boss.
Yeah, I was like, man, you guys are having a time over there. Yeah. Really made me want a pool.
Pools are fun, man. Pools are good.
Yeah.
Your boy did some pool entering this weekend.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Did a can opener.
Pool entering.
Did a can opener.
Dude, did you?
I did something no one's doing.
People do can openers.
I did no. So we went to. I didn't want to do much this weekend. Like I've been pretty open about this since we're going to Michigan at the end of the month. I'm trying to stay as safe and healthy as possible. And so we decided on Saturday that we would go out to Sally's parents' pool and just kind of do a distance pool sesh. And I did a can opener into the pool, which no one even like really registered, even though it was really good. My splash was insane.
That's the worst, dude. You do a flawless can opener, no one even acknowledges it.
They seemed more annoyed than anything, and I was like, okay. I'm not talking about everybody. It was mainly just I'm just gonna say it. It was Sally's sister is Emily. She was just not impressed.
Emily, be better.
She did y'all wrong when y'all left on IG.
Yeah, no. What was up with that?
She called you a loser.
Yeah, like that was me.
I was like, that's a mean thing to say.
Yeah, so I did that, and then I didn't leave the pool for the entire time. I just sat there for
why
5
would
hours.
you? You have a pool.
Yeah, I just didn't leave it.
It was very hot.
The only time I left was to get out, dry off, and get in the car and go home. Loved it. Felt so good. But did Doc smoke anything? Yeah, we had some sausage that was smoked that absolutely knocked the socks off me when it came to the heat.
What, you were wearing water socks?
Mm-hmm. I was wearing aqua socks.
Okay.
Yeah. It was so hot that I had to take them off.
You have to protect the bottom of your feet.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to step on like a pebble or something.
No, but we had some hot sausage. But the real show was Saturday night. Lobster time.
Ooh.
Lobster time. Did a little lobster boil.
I noticed that you cooked lobster in your Lulu shorts.
You cooked
Dude,
that
they
at
were
home?
drenched. They were drenched in lobster juices.
You're
So did
so
you have
annoying.
to kill the live lobster?
I did.
How'd that go?
Fine.
Do they scream?
So we got 3 lobsters, and I will say we should have gotten the lobsters earlier, but I don't like getting them so early that they're just sitting at our place for a really long
Y'all
time.
ate 3 lobsters?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a lot? I don't know.
No.
I don't eat a lot of lobster.
Growing up, we would each get our own lobster, about 1.5 pounds each.
Okay.
But we had a big boy this time, 2.5 pounds on this thing. I've never had a bigger lobster in front of me that I was cracking open. And I have to say, it was absolutely delightful. Absolutely delightful. We had some elotes with it, too. Are you kidding me?
What is that?
Mexican street corn, dude.
Oh.
With lobster?
I can't do street corn.
Yeah.
I like street corn.
And potato salad.
Mayonnaise?
Sally makes her own mayonnaise, so don't poo-poo my wife's mayonnaise, dude.
I'm not talking about Sally's. I'm just talking about mayonnaise on corn. It's just
Will you apologize
weird.
for poo-pooing my wife's
Don't
mayonnaise?
you put mayonnaise on breakfast sandwiches? Which one of y'all?
Sally, I'm officially not apologizing. On my fried egg sandwiches, I put mayonnaise, yes.
God, you're stupid.
No, it actually hits.
I mean, considering, so when you first said that, I was kind of disgusted. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what? It kind of makes sense. Like, mayonnaise is essentially just egg and oil anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, where did the mayonnaise come into play in the lobster dish?
In the street corn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought there was a mayonnaise element to the lobster, which I was like, I'm just not advanced.
Well, if your 4th of July is not mayo heavy, then what are you doing? If every side dish isn't drenched in mayo, then it's not that good of a side dish.
I didn't even do a rub or a marinade on my ribs. I just did mayonnaise.
Dude, I bet there's a world where if you just coated the top in mayonnaise, I bet it would end up tasting like phenomenal.
When I was a kid, I used to make mayonnaise cheese sandwiches all the time. Like, that was my snack. Just like cheddar cheese and mayonnaise on white bread.
We get it, man. You grew up significantly wealthy.
Mayonnaise and cheese, dog.
It's just unbelievable.
Gross.
I would just do the thing where we had the Kraft singles, and I would go eat them, and I would take them out of the fridge, and then I would eat them in a chair, and then I'd take the plastic wrappers and just shove them into the cushions of the chair.
That's such a trash move.
I know. I mean, yeah,
It's garbage.
7-year-old me was absolute garbage. And then one day, my parents were doing some cleaning, and this was a chair that only I sat in, and I think they like touched the chair, and they heard this crackle, and they were just like, "What is that?" And they took the cushion off, and there were just hundreds of Kraft Singles wrappers underneath the chair.
Oh, just moldy cheese oil.
The scary thing is that it wasn't moldy because it's Kraft Singles.
Yeah, it's like a Big Mac. If you leave it out for like 2 years, it just doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
Preservatives.
Oh, is that true? You can just eat a 2-year-old Big Mac?
You can't, but someone has probably.
In that movie, they did it with the fries. The Super Size Me movie, I believe.
What do you guys think about gravy on fries?
I've never had it.
I think that's a Northeastern thing.
I mean, I've dipped the fries from what are they called at Popeyes?
Popeyes?
No, Popeyes.
Oh, Popeyes.
Whatever their fries are called, I've dipped them in the gravy from Popeyes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's incredible.
No, it is, but like, there's like a Northeastern delicacy. Maybe it's just like a Western or upstate New York.
It's from
thing.
Super Troopers, the movie.
Yeah, so that makes
It
sense.
says they're going to Canada to get French fries and gravy.
They do that, and it's
sure,
fine.
I'm sure it's good. I love both those things.
Like
so ketchup hits, Dave.
I should have known this. It's
ranch too.
I'm gonna botch how you say this. My Canadian heritage is not gonna serve me well here. Poutine.
I think that's correct.
Yeah, I think that's it because it's French fries with gravy and cheese. Vladimir Poutine.
I mean,
don't send me your photoshops, please.
Of you just drenched in gravy and cheese?
No, well, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking more of the. But yeah, that too. 10,000 patrons, and I'll drench myself in gravy and cheese. Lukewarm gravy, not piping.
We're making too many Patreon promises, I think.
10,000.
Yeah, and
is someone keeping track of all these?
I'm waiting to do mine. Let me do EPO, guys. Just let me do it. I had a conversation with Micah. He's like, if you want to go in on it, I'll do it too.
Did you see him this weekend?
Yes, I did lobsters with Micah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So Micah,
I saw he was on fire on the gram. He was wearing his RG.
Oh yeah.
4th of July edition. He was just, and his hair is just all over the place. He's on fire right now.
He made painkillers, and I have to say they were great.
Oh yeah.
He got, as a wedding gift, he got a Margaritaville margarita machine.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how hard those things actually went until I actually saw it doing it. It just shaves the ice for you.
It just comes with the Harry's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Different kind of shave, I think, Dave.
I suck.
Yeah.
I'm not good.
You're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys told me to leave, I would.
But is it well shaved ice? Like,
yes.
Okay.
Dude, it made a damn good margarita. The consistency was perfect.
Wow.
Restaurant quality.
Be a real shame if I ever got an invite.
Wow. Dude, they're like $400, those things.
Real shame if I ever got an invite, is what I'm saying.
I'll say this. We're not inviting people over to our domiciles. You're not allowed over.
Whatever, dude.
Maybe we can do a patio one. We can convince Micah to go out there and do it.
See, I just want to link with the squad. That's all I want to do, man.
I know.
Dude, I had a great backyard visit with the Duds.
Oh, my gosh.
Grace is killing it. Such a good dog.
I want to go see Micah in his element, just mixing drinks and cooking and talking shit. That's what I want to see.
Dude,
Laura
he's
made
a
a key
slim
lime
boy
pie
right now too.
God, if only we could get him on a podcast soon, that'd be real
I know.
tight.
If we could, he needs his own podcast.
He's like a talk like
Mind of Micah.
he needs he needs to come under the umbrella.
Hey, if you are a listener, if you're a listener and you don't know who Micah is,
shame
tweet
on
us.
you.
I'm
first
curious.
of all.
Well, yeah, shame on you. But I'm just like seeing how many new listeners we have. So shoot us a tweet at DCarterRuff on Twitter and
Just say who's Micah.
at DCRuff on Instagram.
Right.
Add me on the group.
Thank you.
Yep.
Right.
Sorry, that was a little delayed.
Well, those are some fun weekends, guys.
It wasn't a bad one. I went into the 4th of July weekend thinking that it was going to suck, and I came out of it. I ended up having a pretty good time.
I was binging Homeland.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I finished season 7. Now I'm on season 8. Season 7 was delightful.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like everyone just bitches about that show.
I know, and like maybe I just
still
needed
on?
like the 3.
Homeland?
They just had the final season.
Did not even know that they were still going.
I think I benefited from taking like a 3-year hiatus, but I really enjoyed. I'm enjoying it. I'm like, dude, Carrie's. I will say Claire Danes is a top 10 leading actor of the last 20 years on television, And Saul, I can't remember the actor's name. He might be top 5 comforting characters when he's on the screen. When you just see him, you're just like, there's Saul.
My mind is blown that that show is still on.
Dude, I mean, they're getting a little loco with the storylines, but it's good.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people, like myself, gave up on it, but I was bored, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get back into Homeland.
Interesting.
Saul's real name is Mandy.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Mandy. Yeah.
Isn't that a Barry Manilow song?
I can't hardly wait.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it about his dog?
Something like that.
Okay. Dude, that movie sucks. Shut up. Shut up.
Dylan doesn't like that movie?
No, he's talking about the people who complained when we did it on the screen room.
You privately, to me, complained.
No, I didn't. I love that
movie.
Dylan
hasn't watched any of these movies yet? He's just been reading the Wikipedia.
Wait, is this like the LeBron decision? Dylan's like, man, it was 2 hours. Like, it was not that.
No, it was exactly what?
It was actually 1 hour.
Precisely 1 hour, Dylan.
I'm watching the movies. Shut up.
Did you watch the LeBron thing?
Yes, I watched the first
It was an hour.
thinking that I was only watching the first half of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because set it to record, and I pulled it up, and
I love
it
it when they
said
do
2 hours
credits
on the
mid-episode.
So I guess it recorded an hour after the show.
That's understandable.
Dylan,
You're fine.
I'm sick. I'm just
Who's
sick
your cable
of
provider?
I am a YouTube TV guy, David.
Really?
Yeah.
You saw they're jacking up the price.
Yeah. But they give me a bunch of channels that I don't really want.
As Kyle Banduho noted on Twitter, and probably many people, honestly, well, I can't wait to pay for these channels that I'll never watch.
Thanks for VH1.
Yeah, Alyssa was like, yeah, we're getting MTV and VH1 now. I was like,
cool, we don't watch that.
Did you see the tweet?
Can't wait to watch.
Did you see a tweet going around the other day about MTV tweeted out their schedule? They tweeted out their schedule in like a graph, or it looks like an Excel spreadsheet, and it's embarrassing that they would even draw attention to this. They play so much ridiculousness. There are certain blocks of the day where they just play ridiculousness for 12 straight hours. It's just like this is embarrassing.
That's not
Who's
a
the
good
blonde girl?
Chanel West Coast.
Chanel West
She's still
Coast.
on there?
I don't know. I would have quit after I got pelted in the face with a ball 3 different times.
I was out after Big Black.
Fantasy Factory was
good. When Big Black died, that's when I kind of washed my hands of Rob
Robin Big.
I was just like, Rob. I watched Robin Big for Big Black.
We're buddies. Remember the Buddy song?
Kind of. I feel like you and the homie just play that around the house.
I love Robin Big. Fantasy Factory was funny too, but Ridiculousness is too much Rob Dyrdek.
Wait, I might have my timeline wrong. What was the first? It was Dyrdek and Big Black.
It was Robin Big,
then
Fantasy Factory,
and now it's
Ridiculousness.
So now it's just his Tosh.0.
Yes.
Didn't you call your freshman year
Not
dorm
good.
the Fantasy Factory?
Oh, I did not.
Tosh or Ridiculousness is, I will say, objectively bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, it's America's Funniest Home Videos.
I do like Rob Dyrdek though.
I do too. I just don't. I don't like him in that role. It seems forced. And
But Big Black,
again, Daniel Tosh did this for years.
Big Black was so funny. 22, son. 22s.
That's really good.
22-inch arms.
Didn't realize you were doing Big Black impression.
22s. I got 22s too. That's why.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Jeep today?
You put 22s on it?
I did.
Damn.
They're spinning.
22, son.
They're still spinning.
Still.
They spin.
Hey, we've been in the studio for about an hour now.
They don't stop.
You got spree
They're don't
wells?
stoppers.
You put spree wells on them.
I did.
Seems unnecessary.
Well, I did.
Can you imagine, Dave?
I had quite the 4th of July weekend.
He shows up with
You just let freedom ring,
spinners.
dude.
I traded ribs for spinners.
Jeez.
That sounds like quite the flex.
Must have been some fire ribs.
Well, I'm a good negotiator.
Do you know what else is a flex?
Vincero?
Showing up to a party,
Whoa.
rocking a Vincero watch.
Vincero. Oh, I said Vincero. Vincero.
Vincero. We're partnering with Vincero watches, and we could not be more excited. Finding a watch that's stylish, bold, and built to last can cost a pretty penny. Vincero watches is changing that. They believe you deserve to look good no matter what the budget. They've created exceptionally crafted watches, and they do it without breaking the bank. The guys over on their team sent us some watches, and let me tell you, they're stunning.
Wickedly stunning.
They're dope. I mean, these things are high. These things look high budget without breaking the bank.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck here.
I will say this: like, there's if you're frugal but you want to flex, you can even go about getting 2 of these to mix it up. One for work, one for play. You can just do it any time. It's amazing stuff over there.
Yeah, mine's murdered out, by the way. My Vincero.
You had to.
It's tight. Just saying.
What, you were just like, give me the murdered out one.
You could loosen the strap.
Pretty much.
I went with the rose gold. I think it's the Chrono S.
Oh, look at you.
It's just classy.
Look at you. I mean, I'm looking at, the Chrono S is just a good-looking watch.
Yeah.
They have murdered out ones. They've got other ones. It's just tight.
It's tasteful, and it's not too in your face. Like, whoa, look at this guy. He's like a shipping magnet.
Yeah, you don't want to be the guy who's like flexing so hard. You want something a little more understated.
It's like this guy, he's doing well, but he doesn't talk about it publicly.
Mm-hmm. Much like his finances.
He has like art around his house.
I believe mine is the Icon Automatic Mesh Matte Black. That's the one I copped.
You didn't have to swag that hard, dude.
It's just straight murdered out.
Why did you do it to him like that?
I had to. That's the thing, Dave.
Well, regardless of any situation, it's always important to look and feel your best. The age-old saying, look good, feel good, play good. Vincero makes it their mission to make you feel your best because when you do, you can truly do anything. If you don't trust them, they've got over 21,000 five-star reviews from verified customers that you can read for yourself on their site because no one takes quality as seriously as Vincero. They think you deserve the best. Yeah.
Check them out.
Yep. So don't overpay for a watch that looks cheap and disappoints. Exclusively for our listeners, Vincero is offering an extra 20% off their already affordable watches. Go to vincerowatches.com and use code CIRCLING. Don't you dare pay full price at checkout. Use our code CIRCLING. This is a buy that you won't regret.
And I made the mistake of going to the website. Now there are about like 4 or 5 other ones that I really want.
Cop if you're a real one, dude.
Yeah, I might have to.
We got a code. It's CIRCLING for 20% off.
Yeah, I listened. I was listening.
Just making sure.
Thank you.
Can we talk about? Do you want to talk sports real quick?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's talk the F1 race and then Premier League soccer immediately following.
Be cool
is that what
if
you guys wanted to do?
It would also be cool if we had
that I didn't see your message till
platform.
after the F1.
If we had like a platform to talk sports more.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
We need a platform that's like kind of just its own standalone thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get there. Yeah, we don't have to talk F1. I'll spare you guys, but I will say that if anyone watched that race yesterday, boy, were you in for it. Dylan almost got there. He saw them cross the finish line, which must have just been really electric for you.
No, legit. I turned it on about 20 seconds after they crossed the finish line. I was really I was really disappointed. Yeah.
I'll tell you this, guys. Mainly you two. Bad day to be a Bryson hater.
Dude, my golf group text has never been more divided. We gained another one on my side, my pro Bryson side. We gained another one last night.
Are you pro?
Yeah, I'm pro.
Okay.
And my buddy, he did a screenshot of his notes app claiming in the group text that he's officially pro Bryson now. So there's 2 of us.
Here's the deal. Well, first of all, he's not going anywhere. He's going to be a problem until he just gets tired of consuming.
Until he needs his back fused.
Back fusion. Maybe I think there's going to be a hip flexor issue if I had to guess at some point. But dude, he's going to win. He's going to contend for every major. He's probably going to win a major this year. This isn't going away. He's
mashing.
He's mashing past Matt Wolff. He's pissing.
Piss missiles, dude.
Piss missiles.
Piss missiles.
And I understand this. When people are like, "Oh, I'm tired of hearing of it." I understand that some storylines can just get
It's also not his fault.
It's not his fault. And honestly, if the storyline they're gonna put in my face is this dude just got yoked and added 60 yards to his driver, that's a storyline I don't mind having smashed into my head every weekend.
So the story behind the weight gain, it's not that he gained all that weight to increase his club head speed as much as to protect his back so he could really unleash on the ball, right? That's kind of what's going on here. Didn't he say that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
He's added core muscle and just to support his back so he can actually go all out with his swing.
Yeah, sorry, just a guy walked by aggressively talking on his Bluetooth.
Love it.
No one's doing Bluetooth anymore.
Just charging into the office late, trying to act like he's doing something. Yeah, no. The only thing about him is I really like the idea of Bryson. It's just watching him play, and especially now that there's no crowd and you can hear them and they're mic'd up, he's so annoying on the course. When he hits a wet.
Be careful, dude. Be careful. Don't tarnish his brand right now.
Okay, we didn't even get to that. Yes, that was absurd. That was an absurd thing to say. You saw that, right?
I did.
Where he had a confrontation with the cameraman because it's like, dude,
he caught him in a bad moment.
Yeah, wait. It's not a puff piece, man. You're playing a golf tournament.
I understand. Okay, I will say this. I understand the thinking behind what he's saying, but actually putting that into practice, like, what is he talking about? You can't just protect yourself. You can't do asshole things on national television with I guess there's no one around him and expect it not to get out. Like, your brand is your brand. Your brand is what you do.
Right. What I'm more annoyed by is like when he mashes like a gap wedge 20 yards over a green, and he's just like, oh, I can't believe just his reaction to himself where he looks at his caddy and he's so shocked. It's like, you're shocked that you don't have your wedge distances dialed in because you're an absolute like ogre of a human right now. Like,
do you think he's doing that just to like show off a little bit?
Probably. It seems like there's some of that. There was one moment, one of the par fours that's drivable for no one except for him.
This
apparently
is an all-time flag.
When he let who was his playing partner? Yeah, Troy Merritt.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, you can probably hit first. I'm gonna wait for it to clear.
It was a 399-yard par 4.
That's what you do as a joke when you're with your buddies drinking beers, and then you go up there and just like shank one into the woods.
And you know what's funny? We got yelled at Kaiser on the first tee box for waiting for the green to clear, and that downwind, and that hole's like 310.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, sir.
Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and just tee off.
I guess I'll lay up instead. I'll change my strategy so I don't hit the guys in front of me.
Not this piss missile.
I was going to hit a piss missile, sir.
Yeah, it's piss missiles.
Callaway's next driver has to be called the piss missile, right?
Well, they wouldn't go with the pipe like we always wanted them to.
They're going to end up going with pipe at some point,
say
and we're
that's
just going to be devastated.
Some say that's why Chad left.
He was just lobbying for piss missile.
He wanted the pipe, and they're like, Chad, we're not doing the pipe. And he was like, you know what, I'm out.
Yeah, shout out to Chad having 100,000 followers on TikTok.
Chad took his talents to the Metroplex.
Dude, Chad's just flexing on TikTok. I log into TikTok once a week, maybe, and I was like, you know what? Let me check out who I follow. And I clicked on Chad's profile, and I saw a K next to the 100, and I was like, are you
Wait,
shitting me?
I didn't even pick up that was TikTok.
Yeah.
Is he active on there?
Yeah.
All right, I'm in on TikTok.
Is it Dude Perfect content or is it Chad content?
Both.
Okay.
He's doing it all.
It's Chad Perfect.
Chad Perfect. Chad Perfect has legs.
It's just Chad like being a dad.
Chad Perfect's a good handle.
It literally is some of just him being a dad. It's great.
I can see that.
Well, I mean, his daughter is like the cutest kid.
She really
objectively
is,
cute.
Should be like on like the label of like a food.
Like magazine
Gerber baby.
cover cute.
Yep.
Yeah.
How do we get on TikTok?
So Bryson is he's very on the course. You're just like, dude, can you just be a little bit less? I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, you know what, dude? If you're going to make up for it by going to that next tee box and just swinging your dick off. Like, he swings so hard, like, I'm worried about it. It might just fly off.
Yeah.
He didn't have the proper support.
I hope his dick stays attached.
Yeah,
but,
you too, honestly.
He is fun to watch on the tee box.
So, like, normally when they do, like, the conical, Konica Minolta swing cam vision.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, dude, we get it. Watching his, though, when they point out, like, that his left shoe, like, he has to, like, pivot around, like, the back heel or his left heel or something.
That's what makes me uneasy.
To keep, like, because if he kept his left foot flat, like, his back would explode.
And he has like no lag in his swing either. It's all you just stiff and he just muscles every bit of it. It's crazy.
Oh, there's some lag.
There's not much lag.
Look at this, dude.
Do they call him the lag daddy?
He
swings that backswing. He's
as stiff as it gets.
He's stiff.
Yeah, like at that level.
Maybe you know more about his stiffness than I do.
At that level, that's as stiff as it gets for a drive.
You're the stiff king.
Who's the stiffest driver in this room right
now? I don't know. Hard to say. Maybe you with your little short backswing.
Not to bring up Chad again, but it was always kind of insulting when Dylan would like get like a special shaft on his driver because he swings harder, and it was just like, yeah, okay, we get it. Like, send a separate text and not shame us. It's like, Dylan, do you need extra stiff? And
it always helped Dylan hit a bunch of fairways.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god,
come on, man.
But yeah, dude, either embrace it or you're not going to like golf for the next 5 years. Probably the next 3. I'm going to say he's got a 3-year window.
I understand the complaints from people, and if you're like really hardcore into watching golf, then you are going to have this overexposure to him, and I understand why you get annoyed with that. But from the PGA's perspective, there aren't that many other engaging storylines happening right now, and so embracing Bryson is literally their only move.
Exactly. Best case scenario, Brooks comes back. I don't know if Brooks is in the field this week. He'll obviously be back for Memorial. Brooks comes back, and they go at it. And it's just like a battle of like Brooks, who we thought was the alpha, versus Bryson, who like became the alpha.
This is like when Dan first wrote the Paige Spiranak thing for TFM. Like the following week, it was just like, all right, we got to do another Paige piece because like that thing just crushed.
Yeah,
it's like, all right, keep it running. But it's just Bryson and dudes.
Well, like, I saw people complaining about like the CBS crew. You know, like, yeah, we get it. He hits the ball a long way. Are they not supposed to like note that he's like 50 yards up further than everyone? It's like you have to note that. Like it is absurd.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do y'all remember I told you about a guy? I went to a golf tournament in Conroe, Texas, and there was a guy who was a pro / semi-pro who had the yips, and he was hitting his driver, like his tee shots, off the deck. Remember I told you that?
Kind of. I usually tune out when you're talking.
He was a few strokes off the lead for a lot of this tournament. Mark Hubbard, he finished T12. That's the guy that it was crazy.
Is that why you go off the deck all the time?
No.
What was the thought going off the deck for him? I'm curious.
He had the yips, man. It was a mental thing. I guess he thought it. I mean, in his brain, it was more of just an approach shot than actually teeing up and letting it fly. I don't know.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
good for him.
He got it sorted out though.
Once again, I unsuccessfully bet on golf. Big boy stacks. It's all right though. We're learning the game a little bit. I'm going to bet on Victor Hovland for the next 5 years.
I don't understand how anyone is successful betting in golf.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just never made sense to me.
I need to just stick to the prop bets.
Yeah,
and the matchups. I like betting on Victor because like I just really like the guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a very likable personality.
Sure does.
And like he's got the Northern European thing. Like that's just like a funny accent. Not funny, but you know what I mean. It's like very pleasant.
Where do you land on Matt Wolff?
He puts off vibes of a kid who played like select baseball his entire youth, and he's kind of like was a coveted baseball athlete.
You're thinking of Brooks Koepka, I think.
I know, but like just his attitude, where he's just like he's like overly nice.
Yeah,
you could hear him like, "Hey, great shot, man!" Like, and I'm like, I think it's genuine, but like it's like can be a little cheesy. And then that TaylorMade, the match they did a couple. Last month with Ricky and them, he kind of came off as a little annoying. I like watching him play.
His swing,
I
think
appreciated what
really
he did in that, trying to elevate his brand to match the brands that were already established during that. But it made me not like him very much when he was doing that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not going to root against him because of his personality. His personality is probably fine. It's just some, like, so they're all mic'd up, and you can kind of tell when some of the players are playing up for the mics and the camera, like, and they're going to try to get airtime, which I don't blame you for. Like, you're an independent contractor, you need to go push your brand. Just don't push your brand by attacking a cameraman for recording you taking a gash at the bunker.
The absurdity of just complaining that a guy's doing his job and taping you doing your job, and you getting mad at him for the actions that you are taking on the course.
Look, he's kind of a boner. He is.
Dude, shut up. You're a boner.
Yeah, it's fair.
I didn't mean that.
Something about I don't know why something about him screams baseball guy.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Bryson for a sec.
No.
I actually like Matt Wolff. I'm a Matt Wolff guy. Not like big time, but
I'm kind of in the middle.
I love his wild ass swing.
I like watching him, so I guess that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Do you think Bryson could hit dingers?
Bryson?
He's like the big hurt now. I don't want him standing over the plate.
He could hit dingers, dog. If he knew how to swing a bat.
He'd go up no gloves.
He would. And there'd be some like scientific explanation for it too.
It'd be like the feel.
Like, Bryson, just shut up.
That's the other thing that's kind of annoying to watch. Watching him like labor over his like green yardage book and stuff and his notes. I'm just like, man, you just don't look like you're having any fun.
I don't know if he is all the time.
Like, is he kind of like a Brooks and he just doesn't even like it? He's just wickedly talented.
Stop, Dave.
What? He is. Is he not? Is he not?
He's talented.
Wickedly talented.
Azin Azar.
You couldn't mess that name up worse than he did.
Well, I was reading the name that when I Googled John Travolta Oscars.
No, not you, him. He messed it up worse than.
Well, you know,
it doesn't get worse.
Some people were trying to say that she was actually in Wicked. Is that right?
No.
Come on.
No.
Man.
And I'm just going to go ahead and say I responded on Twitter. I didn't know anything about her. I don't know why I so emphatically said no when you asked that question. I think I said it thinking Will was going to jump in right after me and correct me, and it would have been kind of funny. And
I didn't know who Medina Denzel was until you guys even brought her up.
You answered it with the confidence of someone who watched it yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't even know who she was outside of John Travolta.
He said no so fast that I was like, yeah, right. No way she was.
Yeah,
has to be right.
No. And then I was like, oh, maybe she wasn't. And then people made it very clear. Love it when someone lets me know 6 days after the fact. I'm like, yeah, man, it's been litigated.
Was she in Hamilton?
No.
You watched that 3 times this weekend, right?
I still haven't seen Hamilton. Still haven't seen it.
I'm going to end up watching it, but I'm not going to be psyched about it, but I'm probably going to end up liking it.
I will watch the Elton John thing again before I watch Hamilton.
I kind of want to do like a chump to champ where I just fight Lin-Manuel Miranda or whatever his name is.
You want to fight it? You don't like him?
He's very polarizing.
I think he's super, super talented. I think he's very, very smart, and I think he's probably one of the most talented top to bottom people in Hollywood.
How talented?
Wickedly talented. But there's something about him that just makes me want to take the back of his head and just rub it in a pile of snow. Like I just want to beat him up for some reason.
You should just go beat him up.
That's like northern bullying at its finest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you whitewash somebody, it's done.
I see a lot of people. Maybe I should watch Hamilton because I saw a lot of people being like, he's not even like the fifth most talented person on the stage.
I heard there's just heaters out there.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know. It's one of those things I'm so late on it that I can't enjoy it if I watched it, even if it was good, because so many takes. I've already consumed so many takes on it that I'm not going to be able to go in with a clear mind.
Yeah, that's fair. It's also really long.
Like what, 3 hours?
I don't know. Act 1 is, I was told, an hour and a half.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, it's tough.
How's the music in it? Heat?
Probably. I'm worried that I'm not going to understand it.
Yeah,
I'm worried I'm not going to keep up.
You give me wouldn't understand it vibes for sure.
It's going to be one of those movies where Sally can tell that I'm just sitting there blank-faced, and she pauses it, and she's like, do you need me to explain what's going on right now? And then I go, yes.
I'm actually pretty bad at following like complex movie plots.
Yeah, I'm really worried about that when it comes to Hamilton.
It's not my strong suit.
I'll report back.
Did y'all see Bryson's post-round interview?
Yeah.
By the way, one of the all-time worst trophies.
It's a bad trophy.
Be easy on the Rocket Mortgage, dude. It's early in its days, you know.
Did y'all hear the protesters?
Yes.
You could hear, because I was hearing air horns, and I could tell. I was like, there's not a weather delay. But, a 50-person.
It's like at Kaiser when it's Saturday, and you can hear like a lax tournament going on like over in the field, like over the woods.
Yeah. My home course, Tangle Ridge, is right near some softball and baseball fields. So there's some holes where you can just hear like over-aggressive parents like, squish the ball, Jason. Come on, Jason.
Just too much.
Where's the second, Jack?
Squash the bug. God.
Come on, Jason.
Hey, can we talk about our friends at Postmates real quick?
Please.
Thought you'd never ask.
Because if you're like me, you probably start thinking about what to eat for dinner while you're eating lunch.
Thinking about it right now.
I was going to say, I'm thinking about it right now. Like pretty much the first thing I think about when I wake up in the morning is just being like, hey, Sally, what do you think we're doing for dinner tonight? Do I need to go to the store or anything? Let me know. I love food, and that's why I love using Postmates. But I kind of love them even more right now because I can get food delivered without leaving the house or even opening the door. Given what's going on in the world, they created non-contact deliveries. So when I order from local restaurants, everything gets left right outside the door.
It's the best.
I respect the drivers and stuff, and I respect their grind, but I like that they're just doing contactless, you know?
I like to open my front door. I give them like 5 seconds to get down the walkway, and then I open my door and get it. And I always like when they turn around and give me a wave, and I wave back.
Is it hard?
It's kind of fun.
You used to give them a good handshake and a look in the eye whenever they delivered your meals. So now that they're doing non-contact, it's kind of less personal for you.
Sometimes I was just doing straight up fist bumps.
You know they even have Postmates pickup?
Really?
Yeah. You can use that to order takeout from your favorite local restaurants as well. So you guys need to be supporting local neighborhood spots right now. They need it more than ever. And that's why we've been ordering local, because it's a great way to support your community.
So that's not like a truck month initiative. That's
correct.
Okay. So your Postmates doesn't arrive in like a 350.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, it's different than I thought.
Yeah, for sure. But they don't just deliver burgers and sushi. They actually make life easier by picking up everything you need from Walgreens and 7-Eleven and dropping it off right outside your door. I'll tell you one thing. If there's one place I don't really feel like going to right now, it's definitely Walgreens. They've got everything I want, but stepping in there, it's just a little scary. So just download the Postmates app on iOS or Android, find your favorites, and get anything you want delivered within the hour. For a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. To start your free deliveries, download the app and use code CIRCLING. That's code CIRCLING for $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. Anything you need, anytime you need it, just Postmate it.
Last thing on Bryson, did you see where he pounded that protein shake in the middle of his interview with Amanda?
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't have waited. Like he had to recover like at that moment.
Was that a sponsor placement?
Yeah, Orgain. Yeah.
Is that why he's like part of his contract was to drink it mid?
I don't know. It seemed really aggressive. I've never seen. I mean, he worked in that whole monologue about all of his sponsors,
like NASCAR drivers who have like a sip of milk and then a Pepsi and then other shit.
Yeah, like
why are you drinking all this stuff?
He just tipped it back and pounded it mid question. Like,
just dude, wait, dog.
You can wait 10 minutes. Like you're not going to miss out on protein synthesis, man.
Well, like 1 minute. I mean, those interviews are quick.
That dude. I'm telling you, man, this dude's a wild card. Is he still dating that Instagram model?
I don't know.
He was dating like a super Instagram.
He's married to Gaines at this point, dude.
That's true.
Wow.
Unlike some people.
Stop.
Should we talk about this bear in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
So obviously we love a good animal story.
The Mitten State.
No one's doing that, David.
Is it not?
No one's calling it the Mitten State. Anyone who calls it the Mitten State is just an absolute fool.
Why'd you get him started?
Because it's funny.
It's just mind-blowing that these people in Wisconsin think that it looks remotely like a mitten.
What's it look like?
It looks a little bit more mitteny than Michigan.
Shut up. I like Wisconsin. That's the issue. I like Wisconsin, and I want to like them. The only thing I don't like about Wisconsin is the Green Bay Packers.
Sure.
Yeah. That's all I don't like.
The mittenly talented.
Everything else I love, though. Wisconsin. Madison, wickedly beautiful.
That's the town that I said I would like to go visit. Probably.
You wouldn't be welcome there, probably.
You don't think they would? Why? They would. Okay.
You're a jerk.
I've heard that too.
Fuck.
I've heard they don't want you there because you're a jerk.
They had J-Bone there.
Here, you guys want to watch this video real quick?
Yes.
Love videos.
Cool.
Is this a viral vid?
I don't know. I'm still getting used to the studio.
The fact that we're trying it makes me happy.
Yeah, I'm not good
look
with
at
our
you,
studio
man. Dude, you
stuff
crushed
yet.
this.
Dude, let's go.
Dude, close those other tabs.
Let's go. All right, here we go. You ready? So this bear was just swimming, and these people saw it with the jar on its head.
A big plastic jar.
See, these assholes who litter.
If I saw this thing going through the water and it had the jar on its head, I'd be like, what is this giant otter doing?
It looks like one of those 5-pound cheese puff.
It's 100% or peanut butter filled pretzels.
Yeah, but like a huge ass one.
Yeah. And so they go up to it, and this is something that I don't think I would have the guts to do. They go up to it in the water, and they grab the jar off of his head.
You had to yank it off.
He does a dry. Okay, so it can see. It's clear.
Aww.
Dude, I feel awful for this thing.
I'll tell you what. They saved this bear's life. That bear was going to die probably within a day.
Yes.
It's going to suffocate.
I think there's an argument that if it got to the shore, it could have gotten it off. But
dude,
might be wishful
it wasn't
thinking.
heading to the shore, though. That's the thing that scares me.
If you see how hard he has to yank on this thing to get it off, I'm not sure if he could have gotten it off himself. Oh man.
He gets it off, and then this bear, you can just – this bear's life is just so much better.
He basically like throws a deuce and says, thanks, fam, and keeps swimming.
Essentially, yes, that is what he did.
Bear deuce.
That's a good little story, man.
You have to be careful if you see bear deuces out there.
Where did he go?
We love nature.
Dude, he just went.
Bears sometimes they just be swimming.
He went into the distance, David.
You don't know shit about bears, David.
He's right.
I think I know a lot more than you do.
I
don't have the guts to go up to a bear swimming and do anything to it.
Oh, I would.
I'd like to think
I can't sit there and watch a bear swim with the plastic thing on its head.
But the first thing I'm doing is calling like DNR or something.
No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
I think you're safe from the boat. I mean, it was a little brown bear.
Black.
It was a black bear.
What if that thing's exhausted and it's like, dude, I need a lift back, and then he hops in the boat and then he's sitting with the bear back.
The thing
there.
about bears is they can't speak English, so they can't ask you for a ride back.
So, but since they don't speak English, you also can't tell it to knock it on the boat because it can't.
Okay.
It's not going to understand.
How about this one? Maybe throw him out a rope in a tube. Let him tube back in.
That's a great idea, David.
And you can maybe cut some hard angles and like let him hit the wake.
Mm-hmm.
He had a tough day. He's
just
head
sitting
stuck
on the
in
tube, just like
his head stuck in a jar. Don't do that. Don't throw him off the tube.
I mean, he was gassed.
What if you toss him off the rope and he goes barefoot water skiing?
That's good. That's good.
Oh my God, you did it.
No one had that. Mm-hmm.
Way downtown. Did you hear what I just did?
Did you just call Parks?
Are you in your bag?
Am I?
I don't know. Where did that saying even
Mash the
start?
bag button.
I still don't know what that's saying.
Yeah,
that saying
it turns
came to
out
be.
he's actually just saying bag.
Bag. Man, that wouldn't have the same hit to it.
No, I don't think it would.
Can't wait for basketball. Basketball season can't get here soon enough.
If you're the people that rip the thing off its head, are you like kind of emotionally tied to that bear for the rest of your life? Like, I want to go talk to the national park and be like, hey, like, can you give me updates on this thing?
They need to tag that bear and track it.
Yeah,
I'm the bear guy.
like, give me access to the critter cam that's watching this thing.
They should do like a reunion where they get together and the bear like recognizes them and like hugs them, like those two dudes who raise those
them
lions.
getting eaten every time.
That when the lions run up and like just hug them.
Oh yeah,
It's a sick video.
When are they going to do one of those videos where the lion just goes up and eats the person?
that guy's name is Dean Schneider, maybe. I'll follow him, dude.
Why does Dean Schneider sound like?
Pretty sure that's his name.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a politician that we've talked shit on.
If you go to Dean Schneider, he's a guy who he lives with all these wild ass animals, and these big lions will just run up to him and like tackle him, and they hug it out. It's tight.
Is this the same guy that you suggested everyone follow that was actually working for Big
this
Cat Rescue?
this guy. This guy may be sketchy. I don't know, but he's South African, I believe.
Yeah, he also sung "We're Not Gonna Take It" among other songs. Twisted
I
Sister.
love a good South African accent.
That's a different Dean Schneider.
Elon's got the
He's
South
got
African accent.
7.9 milli on the
Elon.
Grom.
Elon continues to be the most puzzling human.
I mean,
He's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's just
he fully supports Kanye running for president.
He's just disrupting.
So here's the one. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a little concerning, Dylan.
Dude,
they just hug it out, man. They're bros. They're boys.
This is going to end poorly for Dean.
Nah, Dean's tight, dude.
You guys see Carol Baskins is on TikTok or on Cameo now?
Oh, can't wait for that.
Will she intro herself as, "Hi, it's that bitch Carol Baskins"?
I'm pretty sure she's gonna stick with the "Hey there, cool cats and kittens."
Oh, how many times? She's going to make money on that. I wish Travolta was on Cameo, and you can probably guess why.
Wickedly da. Are you sure he's not?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Will, I heard it's your birthday. It's electrify you.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God, dude.
Carol. It's $199.
No,
$199 for Carol Baskins.
I do not go triple digits on
Get
Cameo.
out of here.
Her bio says, "You know me as quote Tiger King Joe Exotic's intended murder victim." It's like, Carol, just get over it.
No, we know you as the husband killer.
Yeah, Carol, I got bad news for you. No one knows you as that anymore.
Yeah,
Everyone thinks that you killed your husband.
Your reputation isn't awesome, Carol. I hate to say it.
Yeah, she's trying to hang her hat on saving all these big cats, and maybe she has. Maybe she's done something good. But like at the end of the day, you killed your husband. What if she had that in her bio?
That's a lot.
Allegedly killed my husband. Did our TikToks ever, or did our cameos ever take off?
I never got accepted.
Oh, you didn't?
I got accepted, but I never actually recorded like the intro video.
Yeah, I just had them reaching out to me via DM, and just at one point they were texting me, which was cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Dylan.
I didn't give them your number.
You gave them my number.
You signed up for it, and you had to punch your number in.
Dude,
This is fortuitous timing. Someone in my group text they got a Carol Baskin one.
Oh, wow.
It's literally playing right now. What are the odds?
What the hell?
What the hell?
I don't know.
What the hell?
Yeah, I never got the DM from them. I guess they didn't want my business on Cameo. That's all right. We're doing Davio.
I ended up blocking their number because the guy would just text me and be like, "Hey, you want to sign up?" I'm like, "No."
Why was he texting you?
I'm like, "I don't really want to sign up." One, no one wants a Cameo from me. Two, like, what am I going to charge for a cameo? $5? Maybe?
No.
Nah, dude. You're worth at least $6.
No. See, I would have to do something high in order to like make myself feel okay about it. But then I'm also the guy that has like the obscenely high number.
I still don't understand how he has your phone number.
Apparently, I signed up and they can just text
and
you.
And they can just personally text you.
Wasn't aware of that. Yeah.
That's a little intrusive.
I thought Dylan gave him my number, and I got like really like mad at one point. And I was like, dude, what?
That's
the hell?
something that I would do.
Yeah, and I was like, dude,
funny
stop.
To do to people.
You gave them your number.
Somebody put me on a Trump re-election text thing, and I'm getting these. I'll get texts like, "Must take action now."
Yeah.
And I might do, and I always respond like, "Please take me off of this." And it's an automated thing, so they don't respond. But
someone signed me up for Scientology information.
Uh-oh.
And so all I did, I got really mad at the time, and then I ended up just going and figuring out how to filter anything with the word Scientology in it and delete it and get rid of it. So I no longer get those emails, which is nice.
It's good.
Was it you?
Hard to say.
Will Smith?
Hard to say.
How much do you guys think undergrad tuition at Harvard is? You may have seen this.
Oh, sheesh.
Is it a private school?
Yeah. I said that again emphatically, and I don't know, but it is, I think.
I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess 95,000.
It's a private school.
For the year, not for the semester.
Well,
I would have said like
it's $49,653.
Okay, I thought it was going to be astronomical.
But
it's still obviously high.
Well, here's the kicker. They are doing all course instruction online for 2020, 2021, and the tuition is the same. So you were still on the hook for $50K.
How much is law school? Harvard Law.
I bet it's
$69K.
Oh, that's where you went for law school. Dave.
No, I got waitlisted there.
You just didn't want to go too far from home.
Yeah,
you want to stay in the Midwest.
I want to stay in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. I don't know. I had some trouble in Southie a few years back, and I just don't want to go back up to Boston.
I remember that.
Yeah. It's only about tuition and fees for a year is estimated in total to be at about $100,000 when it comes to law school.
Sick.
That includes
a year.
That includes the living allowance.
You said a year.
This says 2020-2021 academic year tuition and fees $65,000 for law school. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I'm gonna assume it's close. And then with the living allowance, it goes up to $100K.
And I guess I'll be nice and I'll say that I got that via Darren Ravel on Twitter.
Wow, that's very journalistic of you.
You know, I'm trying to be better than him because he's kind of a dick on Twitter. Well, he likes to take credit for things that he didn't necessarily, or he's at least been accused of that.
I mean, he blocked me, and I had to complain to him, get unblocked.
Like, dude, I want your content, man.
Yeah, I think Delph was the reason that he unblocked me. I think Delph tweeted him asking if he could unblock me.
I remember this, yes.
And then he did, and then I refollowed him and unfollowed him 3 days later because I was like, oh, this is why I don't care about Darren Ravel.
Dude, I love Darren Ravel.
He's just such a little troll.
He's such a dork.
Can we talk about something real quick?
I got mad love for dorks. You know that.
You do.
Yeah.
Dude, you hate dorks.
No, come on.
Only dorks don't use Hims.
Exactly.
Hims is a sponsor we've had for a long time. I'd say they predate this podcast even.
Oh, for sure.
And, 66% of men start losing their hair by age 35.
That's what I hear, man.
And once you've noticed thinning hair, it can be too late. So whether it's slowly starting to creep backwards or you have some bald spots forming, the best way to prevent more hair loss is to do something about it while you still have some. So why do guys turn to weird solutions or do nothing when they can turn to medicine and science? I've wanted that forever. Forhims.com, a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sexual wellness for men. It's time to write a new chapter, one in which you have hair. If you're a fan of this podcast and you dabble in the subreddit, we recently had a listener post a photo of him using Hims for preventative measures. There is no better endorsement for Hims than what this kid did.
I was blown away, and I think it's a tipping point for me on actually like
going all in,
taking this seriously, and going all in on the hair treatment.
Yeah, we've all done it before. This is convincing me that I 100% need to start doing this. Like more than I thought before.
This guy's before and after pics were unbelievable.
Look, it makes me like wonder what if I had Hims 10, 15 years ago. What if?
Dude, mash that button, Dave.
I mashed it, dude. I'm doing my best. That's why it's coming back so strong, even though I kind of look like Billy Donovan right now.
These guys are trying to help guys be the best version of themselves with licensed physicians and FDA-approved products to help treat hair loss. No snake oil pills or gas station counter supplements. Prescription solutions backed by science only. Today, Hims is giving you their best offer yet. If you're not happy with the results after 90 days, nearly 3 months, guys, depending on what months it is, 90 days, Hims will give you a full refund. And right now, our listeners can get their first visit absolutely free. Go to forhims.com/steam. That's forhims.com/steam. The full refund of price paid available for first 90-day supply. Refund requests must be made within 90 days and 180 days after product shipment delivered. Prescription products require an online consultation with a medical professional who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. But remember, that's forhims.com/steam. Speaking of steam.
All right, I got one more thing on Bryson. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I got just a mini.
No, you walked in today, and I saw steam going out of here.
Stop.
Here we go.
Is Dave a little far away from you right now?
Oh, yeah, Dave, get over here.
No, I'm going to stay over here. You're steaming so hard. Hey, apologies for the I'm having to get out in front of this. I've got my shorts on, and they're kind of hiked up, and I keep rubbing them on the rubber, and I'm getting that noise. I saw you kind of react. I'm not over here cutting ass. I've got rubber skin.
DJ Scribble over here?
Leather skin, not rubber.
Dylan, what are you steaming on, dude?
Yeah, this isn't like a,
Dude, shut up. What are you steaming on?
All right, so Friday, try to take part swimming at our neighborhood pool. Mm-hmm. We couldn't get in. There's a key card, like we have a key access card that it wouldn't let us in because we didn't have the proper documentation on file. I get it. There's a waiver situation that I have to show them that I actually live in the neighborhood with, I have to show like a copy of my lease and all that stuff. That's not what I'm steaming on, even though he was very upset that we couldn't swim while other kids were swimming right in front of his face.
Nobody wanted to come let you in?
There were these like high school girls working the front, and they're like, if I let you in, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble. I didn't want to put them in a tough spot.
Did you tell them you're Dorn?
I tried. They're like, I don't know who Dorn is, and it was weird. And so, anyway, here's what I'm steaming on a little bit. I had to email the property, like the neighborhood property manager, and she's like, yeah, you got to send me your lease. So I sent her the lease. You got to fill out this form. I filled out the form. She goes, here's the waiver. You have to fill this out and send it back to me. You had to do it by hand. Who has a fucking printer anymore?
Wait, like, why did you have to do it by hand?
That's what I'm steaming on. Like,
she said that?
Is there not a doc? You don't have DocuSign? Like, it's 2020. Who has access to it, especially during a pandemic? We have an office. We don't even have a printer here.
No.
No one prints anything anymore.
We used to have a Biz Hub. Remember that?
Like,
what's a Biz Hub?
The business center that they weirdly just put in here before we moved in.
Like, I got to go to Kinko's just so my son can go swimming at his pool or the library to print something off and send it back to him.
That's a pain. Yeah.
Come on. It's 2020.
You could have just done it with, like, the Adobe suite or with DocuSign. You just upload the file in there, and you can just drag over, like, the cursor and just sign.
But, Dave, if we've learned anything about Dylan does not mesh with the Adobe suite very well.
Dave, do you know how advanced that sounds to my 36-year-old brain?
Dude, I'm able to do it.
Last time Dylan had to sign a PDF, like, it took weeks.
Do we have a DocuSign account still? I know we used to.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're hard to say.
Okay. Maybe I'll just do that. I was just so put out by it. Okay, now I got to set aside a trip.
I also have a pool steam.
Let's hear it, dog.
So Friday, I was kind of in a bad mood. I get in a bad mood around 4th of July in Austin, Texas, because my hometown shows out for 4th of July. Like, it's just always been the holiday. It's when everyone comes to town. It's a big celebratory thing. The entire town gets taken over. It's really, really fun. And so I always get a little bummed that I'm not there. And even though they weren't doing anything this year because of coronavirus concerns, I was still just a little bummed. You just you just sense it. And so Friday afternoon, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go to the pool. And so you have to get a reservation at the pool. And 8 people are allowed in there. And it's very well known that if you get a reservation for the pool, 8 people are allowed in. Well, some things came up, so I was an hour late to my pool reservation. I go up there. How many people are sitting at our pool? 9. There's an online system of taking reservations. And I go up there and I'm like, which 2 of you are taking my spot right now? I didn't say that because I'm a little wimp. So all I did was cower in the corner and just sat in a chair alone. But I was just like, what's wrong with you people?
Still got your pool time in?
I got an hour. I got an hour in. It wasn't the best pool session.
Are they regulating that closely?
They have a camera, and there were several emails sent after about reinforcing the regulations. Ooh. But I just don't understand. Like they're going to take all of this away from us, and then no one's going to be able to do it because people are just doing that kind of thing.
Do we know if golf courses are still open?
Hard to say, Dave.
Like city
I don't know. I don't know I don't know the deal right now in Austin with what's open and what's not. I know that they're extending the parks.
Okay.
Parks ban. I'm just worried that the people are just going to start abusing this stuff and getting antsy. Like, I mean, I went about it the right way. I feel good about how I did it. But like the more people do, the less we're going to be able to go do this stuff.
Can't have nice things is what they would say.
If they shut down our dog park, I'm going to be like just beside myself.
If they shut down your dog park, you better demand some money back.
Oh, you can't. They can't.
That's quite the amenity.
You just expect your dog to like go out on the city sidewalk, or what?
I've always thought people are weird. Like we have this beautiful dog park, and I've always thought there are other people at our apartment who will walk their dog outside and never use the dog park, and I've never really understood why you would do that. Why it's such a great amenity.
You can let them off the leash and everything.
Yeah,
in there.
And like they're just walking their dogs, and maybe their dogs aren't dog friendly with other dogs. Maybe they just don't like being in a dog park with the risks involved and stuff like that. But there's numerous times a day I'm out there solo.
They want them on that real grass. They want them to feel the earth.
Dude, did you have trouble getting a swim off this weekend or what, dude?
I didn't swim at all this weekend.
Exactly. So it sounds like you had trouble.
I had a great weekend.
Trouble.
God. Dylan, man, thank you for steaming on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm glad you shared your story.
I don't want to have to use a printer anymore. Printer should
Dylan,
be just
forward it to me.
We're paperless now.
I'll take it in my DocuSign, and then I'll send it to you for your signature, and then you can just be done with it. I'm in DocuSign.
I'm all digital.
There's no way Dylan learns how to do his signature.
This I want to. I almost wish we did this at the beginning of the pod, just because I want to see if we could figure this out.
Just like if Dylan can sign a PDF by the end of the podcast,
we'll figure it out. I have it right here.
Can we? This was something I was thinking about. I do think we should have a contest to see how long it takes Dylan to sign a PDF. But I do think we should do a geography bee at some point with Brett.
Yeah. Like world geography or world
anything. But I think we just have to find a stack of cards, like a stack of questions that are like 10th grade level.
Are we gonna do like capitals? Like how does a geography?
I don't know. One time, like I was in a geography bee in middle school, and they asked questions that were kind of like situational. Like this major river in England was used in this time. And it's like, well, you're asking this question to 6th to 8th graders, so there's only one river in England that people should really know.
The Nile.
The Nile.
The Niles.
The Niles, yeah.
Hey, you got a PDF in your inbox, Dave.
I really hope you guys can't figure this out still. I have a printer at my place, Dylan. Because Sally had to do a lot of printing for her grad school.
Yeah.
That being said, it's one of those things where like I try to hook it up every single time, and I can never get it to work.
Dylan, you can't sign this. You're signing away like your intellectual property, a lot of stuff. You can't sign this, bro.
Stop it, David.
Yeah, we don't need your local pool owning part of Washed Media.
Yeah, you need to. Honestly, I'm glad you sent this my way, but
should we get an above ground pool for the office?
Probably.
We could fit it in the other room.
We could fit like a mini hot tub in there.
Tell Randy to put that on the spreadsheet for the Twitch room.
Okay, it's a good idea.
Well, we got anything else today, boys?
That's it, man. That was a jam-packed epi.
We had a lot today.
A lot's going on.
It was a fun time. I needed this. After the bland Sunday I had yesterday where I was feeling bad for myself all day, I needed this podcast today.
You got a Pelly ride in today or what?
Tomorrow. Or this afternoon. Yeah. I did something I haven't done since quarantine started. I took 2 days off the Peloton in a row.
Wow.
I've just been exhausted.
You can tell the difference in your body.
I know. I drank 6 craft beers on Saturday.
That's what kind of beer? Shit.
It was the Deschutes Fresh Squeezed IPA from Oregon. Highly recommend. Very good.
I've heard good things. I like what's going on in Oregon. Like their wines, their beer's probably just as good.
I've never been there, but it feels like a vibe.
Yeah. Total vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out all the Oregon backers out there.
Oregon looks dope, man.
Yeah. Should we get out of here?
Yep.
Let's go.
Shouts to us going an hour 20 with no tinky breaks.
I feel like Dave's about to unleash.
I'm doing okay.
All right, let's get out of here.
Bye.